I saw someone's tyre tracks coming up the hill. Saw the DRZ, saw the sticker, and I went, "You either follow."
I know that guy.
Someone follows you on YouTube, or it is you. And I was like, "No, I think that's his bike." So.
All right, another day ride. Last time I'd done a day ride. I've done a couple of day ride videos, but the last one I done was the Border Rangers video. And you guys mentioned that you wouldn't mind a couple more videos like this. So today we're going to head out through to Killarney. We're going to do the very well-known CONDAMINE River Road, but on the way we're gonna drop in and have a look at Governor's Chair, and from Killarney onwards past CONDAMINE River Road, head up through Cannon Creek Road and just ride that road on the way home for a bit of fun. But this is another day loop that you guys will be able to follow along, chuck into your maps. I'm going to do my best this time to get the Google Maps into a GPX file for you guys to download, so it makes it easier on your end. Either way though, I'm going to do a little bit of a map animation so you can see where we're coming from. Obviously CANUNGRA, where we're going to, but we'll end up making our way back to CANUNGRA. I like to start the loops from here. It's probably one of the most sort of well-known places to start a ride in southeast Queensland, especially for Gold Coasters. So anyway, enough waffling for me, let's kick this thing off. So starting from CANUNGRA, I head through to Bow Desert, Boona, and stop at my first destination, Governor's Chair. Here we go. Governor's Chair lookout, 9 k's away. So this whole area out here where we are now, this is Spicer's Gap, but you're actually in the Main Range National Park. So over that western side of Cunningham Highway, that's where you get that epic gorge. There's quite a few hikes around that side as well. There's quite a few lookouts that you can do walks to, so it's a good area for those adventurous type people that want to get off the bike, or they want to get out of the car and they want to go and have a little bit of an explore. So this isn't the only area out here. Governor's Chair isn't the only lookout out here that you can go and check out. If you want to get off the bike and you want to put in some work on the feet, then there's definitely plenty of places to explore out here. This has obviously been recently graded, but I still don't know that I'd call it four-wheel drive worthy. There's a sign down the bottom that said, I think, four-wheel drive only, or four drives. In these conditions, you'd drive a bloody Corolla up here, but you know, I don't know what it was like before they graded it. So, but anyway, easy work for a bike. There you go, Main Range National Park. It's been a long time since I've been up here. The last time I came through here was actually on my Ducati Scrambler, so yeah, it's been a hot minute. I don't think it would have changed much up here since then, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get up here. Here we are, just one person up here. I actually thought that there wouldn't really be anyone up here. It's 10 AM on a Thursday morning. Let's go and have a look up here. Lake Mugara or Mogara, whatever you call it, out that way, and I think that is Mount Greville or something, that sort of knobby one out there, but yeah, definitely worth a stop. Bloody good lookout. So as the story has it, guys, Governor's Chair was originally a place that the governors of Queensland used to sort of come and see. I think it was from Brisbane, when they were travelling from Brisbane south and vice versa. It originally used to be called Governor's Rock, and in the mid 1800s they changed it to Governor's Chair. Now you can obviously see the appeal as to why this would be a place of interest and a place to just sort of come and take in the view and just gather your thoughts and get away from it all. So anyway, guys, this is Governor's Chair, and it is well worth the stop. You'll never guess who I've run into here. So I've got Mel from Old Man Speed. We've both obviously had a similar idea of where we wanted to ride today. We're at Governor's Chair, and both sort of pulled up around the same time. So Mel, awesome to meet you, mate.
Yeah, cheers, man.
I
saw your tyre. I saw someone's tyre tracks coming up the hill. Saw the DRZ, saw the sticker, and I went, you either follow... I know that guy. Someone follows you on YouTube, or it is you. And I thought, no, I think that's his bike. So, yeah, it was cool. Good to be out on a Thursday riding. Yeah, I know, right? So I'm obviously doing a bit of a loop back to CANUNGRA, as I discussed earlier in the video, but where did you say you were actually going? We're going from here out past Lake Maroon, and then up to the top of Waterfall Creek Road, which is another lookout. Towards like Mount Barney Way? Is that sort pretty
of
much,
yeah.
It's one of the highest elevation points you can ride to or four-wheel drive to get a good view. Yeah, sweet. Cool. And you're not riding alone? No, today, it's funny. I ride a lot solo or with wifey on the back, but with Steve today. So, okay, Steve, all right, putting Steve on the spot. Steve, do you want to introduce yourself to the viewers at home? People that might not know who you are.
Hey, how guys, I'm Stephen Gall here. I've had a good life with motorcycling, a number of championships over the years with Mr. Motocross and Australian titles, a couple of Fink titles, and did all pretty good also in midget speed cars, got one an Australian title there. So I've done a lot of different motorsports, and now I really love my adventure riding. Out here with Mel Dalton from Old Man Speed, and we just love getting out, riding, looking at the scenery. Southeast Queensland's so beautiful. Yeah, have a great time. And you're on the World Raid? Yeah, Yamaha. I'm a Yamaha ambassador, so luckily I get some toys to play with, and the Yamaha 700 World Raid here is a really nice bit of kit. Love the bike. I've ridden the 700 for many years, and also the 660. I've done a lot of adventure riding over the years, all sorts of different things all over the place. Not the Simpson Desert though, that you have. But I've got to do the Simpson one day. But anyway, it's all great fun. Yeah, beautiful. I think by the sounds of it, I might be possibly needing to G up a ride with the two of you with such sort of expertise. I've definitely got some stuff to work on. I think you're doing fine. I watch your videos, I watch all your stuff, and you're doing pretty good. I just, when in doubt, just power out. That's pretty much it. That's the old adage. But anyway, guys, I'll let you keep moving, and a pleasure to meet both of you, and hopefully we can sort of go for a ride in the future. Cheers, Curtis. Good to meet you, mate. Thanks, Curtis. Great to see you.
See you, boys. What are the odds of that? It's actually quite cool. Got a Old Man Speed sticker as well, which is cool. Kind of wanted to give him one, but I had a heap of them sitting on the workbench at home, and well, I didn't bring them, did I? So we couldn't exchange gifts, but I'll find a spot for that one. Thank you, Mel. Onward. That was kind of cool. I've seen quite a few of Mel's videos, and you know, it's just, I like meeting people in real life. You know, you see their videos and stuff like that. I like meeting people in real life that are the same as they are in their videos, and Mel was definitely that. Like, you can tell he is who he is, he's himself, and I can really relate to that because That's how I am in my videos, or at least I do the damn best I can to just, you know, be myself and have that translate into the videos, so, you know, you're not sort of putting on some sort of facade. But I tell you what, yeah, Mal's a super nice guy, and we had quite a few things in common and had a good chat off camera. And I'm not into motocross, right? Like, I can appreciate it for what it is, and ridden dirt bikes on and off pretty much all my life, but I've never been into actual motocross, so I didn't know who Steve was. From my understanding, Steve is a bloody royalty when it comes to motocross. I think he said he'd won something like 8 national championships in motocross. Like, that's nothing to frown at. So here I am, completely sort of naive to what company I'm keeping, and and yeah, just having a good old chat about stuff. So anyway, yeah, cheers for stopping and having a chat, boys. It was great. Imagine that is your backyard, like that's the view from your backyard. That is just ridiculous. Oh, so cool. Moving on from Governor's Chair, I continue through Main Range, through Freestone, and finally pop out the back of Killarney. I am unfortunately stuck behind a heap of traffic going up here through roadworks. However, there could be worse things to look at. If you're going to be stuck in traffic, I'd rather it be here with that view than in the middle of Surfers Paradise. We have now made it to Killarney. Good little run through all those backcountry roads. Now, there's a 24-hour fuel station there. I'm not going to get fuel, but if you don't have much of a fuel range, it's always a good idea to sort of stop there and maybe top up. And then if you don't bring any food and you want to get something to eat, there are a few options, but you've got the Co-op there, the Food Works. They do some pretty good deli food, old like country deli food, so poke your nose in there and grab something to eat. So from here it's really not that far to CONDAMINE River Road. You're just sort of out the back of Killarney, and we're heading back to the coast kind of thing. We're just going to follow this road along here, a couple of turns, and before you know it, you're at the start of the crossings. I think from memory there's supposed to be 14 crossings. I feel like they change every time I come out there. But a lot of them now, they're all concrete, they're all causeways. I think there might only be 3 or 4 of them that are left that are actually still rocks, like riverbed. But I've been told that they are quite slippery at the moment, the causeways, so we'll just take it easy over those ones. I don't need to be dropping the bike on top of me in water. That would not be ideal. There we go. Hang a left here, CONDAMINE River Road. So when I left the coast this morning, There's a little bit of rain around. It was just sort of spitting, nothing terrible, but the forecast out here looked pretty good. And the further I've got out here, it's been slowly following me. It's not bad weather by any means, but when you come through here and it's full sun, you can just see the orange bounce off the gorge, and it really is beautiful. I'm going to throw the drone up today so you guys can sort of get a bit of a bird's eye view of what it looks like, but you really need to be here in person to sort of take it all in and, you know, have a look for yourself. It's awesome. So this is actually the first one, and this is only really under when, you know, they've had flooding or terrible weather and stuff like that. As you can see, no water going over the top. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll keep moving on. There we go. There's one of the first actual crossings. This is one of the causeways we were talking about. I wonder how slick it actually is. Give it a... Oh yeah. It is slippery. Now from this point onwards, this is sort of where they start to get interesting, get a little bit fun. This is one of the ones that looks like it hasn't been changed into a causeway. It's still river rocks and stuff. But I'm going to pull up here. I'm going to take this opportunity to have a little food break, have something to eat, and then we'll attack this after. Alrighty, I'm all snacked up. Had my biltong, had a banana, and I'm ready to go. I haven't even looked at this one. Nice. That happens sometimes to my motorcycle, and it's not good. Ever since The Simpsons, sometimes my key will just kind of f*** out a bit and just turn my bike off, turn the ignition off to my bike. So I've definitely rattled something loose on that trip, but anyway, just hopefully it doesn't stop in the middle of this. There's a biggie in there. Number 2. This one's pretty easy for memory. Hug the right side and you're normally sweet. That one's fun. More water! No! Who would have thought you'd get wet crossing little creeks, eh? So that one, I believe, was called Hayward's Crossing. They all have different names. I don't remember them all. I only really remember one called Double Crossing. Got a van coming through. We'll let them go. It's a cute little one. Reese's Crossing. Only a little one, a little bit rocky, but doesn't look too bad. Oh, look at this. Just a beautiful area to ride through. Gorge is starting to come through now. You see more and more of it the further you ride through, coming from this way. Coming from the other way, obviously you see it first, but coming from the Killarney side, the further you get into CONDAMINE River Road, the more you start to see the gorge. I don't know what that crossing was, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, sign's been taken off that one. Like, these areas just up here, obviously, the rest of that behind, you know, pretty much everywhere here is private property. However, little spots like this, they're just fantastic little picnic spots to pull up for a lunch break and just chill out. And in the summer, like, it's actually worth stopping and having a swim and stuff like that. Like some of these water holes, especially this one, you walk right further down, there's some decent swimming holes in there and that, and just around this corner as well. But yeah, such a nice little spot. A good one. What was that called? Not entirely sure. Okay, already lost count. Maybe 4, 5 crossings. Just not really paying attention. This one is a cool one though. I like this one because it's like kind of long. Go around the outside. Kind of looks a bit more full than normal, but yeah, you kind of go around the outside. It's deeper through the right side. It's really sort of shallow over there next to where you can sort of see it fall off into mini rapids there. So yeah, you can kind of choose how difficult you want it to be, really. So just run it straight through the middle, I reckon. Nice one. Alright, boots are starting to get full of water now. Look at that. Probably can't see through the trees on the camera, but yeah, that's mint. Thought this one was the one that was called Double Crossing. Apparently not. I'm actually kind of surprised that the arse hasn't fallen out of the sky. Thought it would be a little bit rainy. Alright, crossing number whatever, just a littly. Still haven't reached the old double crossing yet. Pretty sure this is double crossing. Yep, double crossing. That's us. It's like tiny little one, and then a sort of smaller, still small one on the other side. When this is flooded, they obviously combine and it's pretty deep, but when it's like this, it's nothing. A little bit of a shame that the weather's just sort of started to come over. Still, I'm out here on my bike and not at work, so I can't really complain. one up here. I think there might be 2 or 3 more to go. As I said before, I lost count. I definitely lost count. Wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I have a funny feeling like the rest of them might be causeways too, which is kind of, I don't know, it's just not as fun. But this is what they've done with them, so hey, there you go. Alright, what do we got next? Causeway or no causeway? No causeway! Sick. That one was fun. The rocks just make it that much better. If you can get out here throughout the middle of the week, even better. What have I seen? 2 vehicles, I think. So it's obviously not crowded. You know, you don't have to navigate other vehicles coming through a crossing when maybe you're halfway through one or whatever. It's yeah, it's just no one around, and look at the view. Kidding? Oh. Well guys, that is the sign, the entry sign, well it used to be, to CONDAMINE River Road, coming from the head side. So we came in from Killarney side. When we're coming out the head side, you can also obviously access it from this end as well. After CONDAMINE River Road, I make my way through Teviot and Cannon Creek Road before finally making it back to CANUNGRA. From here we're going to actually head through to, it's called the Teviot. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Every time I've come out this way it's been closed for roadworks, or you know, they're repairing some part of the mountain because it's flooded and they've had a landslide, but I've never ridden it before. It's just a bit of bitumen, scenic bitumen heading back down to like Crosby area. Hopefully this is open. It says it is. I checked it out, I done my due diligence first before I came out here to make sure it was open. So if you come out this way and you decide that you don't want to do CONDAMINE River Road, or you're watching this video and you've changed your mind, you don't want to do CONDAMINE River Road, too many crossings for you, you just don't want a bar of it, that is absolutely fine. That motorcycle up there has just come from the access to Queen Mary Falls. So that road, that's also a beautiful ride, really twisty, scenic ride with multiple lookouts, but it also takes you to Queen Mary Falls, where I think it's like a 2.5k round trip actually to the falls. If you want to just tag that on instead of doing this, then by all means, still a beautiful ride. So for those that are interested, that takes you to White Swamp, and this, if we continue riding through here, this will take you to the Teviot, or I actually think there's Teviot Falls there as well. You don't even want to pin it through here, hey, it's just, it's such a nice cruisy vibe. Just taking in all the scenery. Alright, kind of see a little icon on the map there, Teviot Falls. Is it Teviot or is it Teviot? Man, I cannot pronounce words, eh? This is where I always used to get to. It used to be blocked off here and you couldn't get through. However, you can now. Wow, this is cool. You can actually see the falls through there. I don't know that you guys will be able to see that because it's forever away and it's on a GoPro, but alright, onward. that dude looked like he needed a piss, and I was stopping him from doing it. Wow. The hard part is, and I'm gonna say this again, I'm pointing the camera out there, what I can see is just this epic view, and you guys are probably looking through the lens going, mate, what are you talking about? So yes, I will say it again, get out here and have a look for yourself. I've been on and off with Gaia Maps today. Most of the day I've been running this preloaded map that I got, that I'm gonna hopefully chuck up for you guys to download and ride. But on the odd occasion when I want to know exactly how far the next sort of point of interest is, I will chuck up Google Maps. I'm running the free version of Gaia Maps, and sort of this is the first time I've actually used it in the guide me option, and so far it's doing well. It's not, yeah, the free version from what I can see, unless I've missed something in the settings. It's not like, you know, your typical apps where it gives you a up-to-date point by point how far to the next sort of turn or whatever. It's basically just like that, you know, that line that you can see there, and well, you can see whether you're on it or not. But anyway, so far so good. There's enough detail in the app coming through my screen for me to be able to fully see where I'm going, and possibly where I shouldn't be going, so not doing too bad so far. Cheeky little causeway. Such a child. Oh wow, this is cool. Kind of reminds me of what is it, Rocky River Road, where you go through all the big chunky rocks in the mountain there in the side of the road. So there you go, White Swamp obviously that way, and Boona, where we're heading. Boona is only 14 k's away that way, and we're going to ride away from Boona to then ride back to it. But I just really want to ride, man, what is wrong with my head today? Kearney Creek Road. I really want to ride it, so I'm going to punch it down here for a few k's and then hightail it through there and poke our heads out the back of Boona. Cannon Creek Road. Oh, I knew I was wrong. Oh, you don't have to go this way. You could literally just take that left, do the 12 or 14 k's or whatever it was to Boona, and just head home. But this is a really fun ride. And I wanted to just have a little bit of a blast in the dirt just for the back part of this little day ride. So good riding up through here. Go up that little climb and then you sort of just float along this kind of sort of like a ridge line, especially when there's a couple more climbs to do, like little mini climbs to do, and then you really feel like you're just cruising along the ridge line. It's beautiful, great view too. Slow down over the parts I can't see ahead. go. Geez, that weather's coming back. Starting to spit on me. I actually don't mind getting wet. It's not the end of the world, but just kind of more like a game to see if I can outrun it and not get wet. Alright guys, that's just about us done for this video. Boona is just through there, and you guys can find your way home from here. You know how to get home. So we're going to punch it through to Bow Desert, through to Canungra, and then back to the Goldie. But like I said earlier, this is a part of kind of like the beginner videos or entry level, or maybe you don't know areas to ride around here, video series that I've done for adventure riding. And to be honest, this one, excluding CONDAMINE River Road, was pretty mild. There wasn't a heap of hard stuff in there, like getting to Governor's Chair. To be honest, you could probably get up there on a road bike. Like I said, I rode up there the first time on my Ducati Scrambler Icon, and it didn't have off-road tyres, it didn't have any fancy anything on it. So I wouldn't say, yeah, it's the most crazy route to do, but definitely some fantastic scenic stuff in here to do, and it's well worth the trip. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.